Live from CBS 4, this is your News Now.
Well, more scattered showers are on the way tonight. It's a bit cold right now, but we're supposed to warm up next week. Good evening, everyone. I'm Hannah Adamson. Meteorologist Tyler Ryan has your forecast first at 11. Tyler?
Hey, Hannah. Welcome to the evening crew here at 11 o'clock at night. We're off to a cool start. And how cool or cold, if you want to say it, this has actually been the coldest start in June in 9 years. So even though we got to 72, it's been relatively on the cool side, especially for a cold open in June. Of course, welcome to meteorological summer, everybody. We officially kicked off the meteorological summer there, but of course, summer solstice isn't until the middle of June here. But right now, we got to the lower 70s today. We actually woke up in the low 60s, and that's what we're clocking in right now. Kind of wet conditions out there. Winds coming out south around 11 miles per hour. Humidity at 97. Also dew points in the low 60s. So we could even have some developing fog out there throughout the evening. Satellite radar has the bulk of the rain pushing on here. Could have a couple of showers. You have severe storms actually off to the west. Got a couple of spotty showers pushing through Delaware County right now. I'll let you know if this rain's going to stick around heading into tomorrow. We have a pretty big warm up on the way, then a big cool down also behind that. A lot to get to. We'll break it all down in my full forecast. Hannah?
All right, Tyler, thank you. Breaking news tonight. Police found a man shot near an apartment complex on the northeast side. It happened just after 9 p.m. at 6300 Brookline Drive. It's unclear what the man's condition is, and of course, we'll continue to bring you more updates as they come in. Metro Police are investigating a deadly hit and run. This was the scene near 71st and Georgetown around 12:30 this afternoon. Officers responded to that area and found a person unconscious in the street. They were pronounced dead on scene. The IMPD Fatal Crash Investigation Team is looking into what happened. So far, they haven't released any information about a suspect or a vehicle involved in the case. Now at 11, the state police superintendent says he's disappointed after the Monroe County Prosecutor's Office announced it will not file any criminal charges against the 55 people who were arrested during pro-Palestinian protests on IU's campus in late April. As CBS 4's Scarlett O'Hara explains, this comes as protesters say they still aren't done demonstrating.
A wave of pro-Palestinian protests swept college campuses across the country this spring. And while the semester is now over, its ripple effect hasn't yet subsided in Bloomington. The Monroe County Prosecutor's Office says after reviewing every detail of what led to the arrests of 55 people for criminal trespass at IU's Dunn Meadow in April, no charges will be filed.
It should be absolutely catatonic at the level of violence.
In a statement, prosecutors said the cases would be unlikely to result in convictions, due in part to the, quote, constitutionally dubious process by which the university passed and enforced its new policy regarding structures in Dunn Meadow.
We need to discuss something else.
State Police Superintendent Doug Carter made the call to send troopers there to enforce a rule change the university made a day before protests began, banning unauthorized encampments. Carter is now voicing his disappointment in the decision, saying he feels the prosecutor's office caved to political pressure. In a statement, he told us, quote, the prosecutor's office was engaged with us before it all happened and agreed with what we were doing. I think these kinds of decisions can lead to lawlessness and emboldened illegal activity in the future on that campus. We continue to stand with the university and the other 38,000 residents there to ensure they don't live in fear, while also protecting everyone's right to peacefully protest.
They have forgotten the educational mission of this institution.
A university spokesperson also provided a statement saying, quote, throughout the events of the past several months, including public safety actions in Dunn Meadow, IU has prioritized the safety and security of the campus community. IU will continue to enforce policies that prioritize the safety of our community along with the protection of free speech. Over social media, protest groups say the prosecutor's decision not to pursue charges marks a significant victory in their movement, but their work is, quote, far from complete. For 2 days this week, the university's admissions office paused guided campus tours following, quote, an increase of disruption to tours by demonstrators, according to a spokesperson. Tours resumed on Friday after IUPD officers were instructed to assist tour groups and give warnings or enforce campus policies if necessary. Under IU's First Amendment policy, protesters could be arrested for disrupting admissions tours. I've reached back out to the prosecutor's office and to protest groups for comment and am waiting to hear back. Reporting in the newsroom, Scarlett O'Hara, CBS 4 News.
A man is dead following a shooting on the northwest side. That happened on Schuyler Lane near North White River Parkway this morning. Officers responded to a report of a person shot inside a home. When police arrived, they found a man dead at the scene. Police are still investigating. We will keep you updated as we learn more. That incident follows 2 shootings within hours of each other last night. The shootings happened on opposite sides of I-65 on Indy's near north side. The most recent happened around 8:30 on Salem Street. Police say when they arrived, they found a man who'd been shot. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Authorities say bullets struck several houses and that a neighbor's dog died after being hit by a stray bullet.
It's horrible for the community. We're blessed no children are out here playing got hit. I'm not sure what people are thinking when there's out shooting. The family pet got killed. Some houses got shot up, so it's very close to other people getting hit. So it's just the community needs to come together and help us put a stop to this stuff.
Just a few hours earlier, someone was shot on Sugar Grove Avenue. They were taken to the hospital. At last check, they were in critical condition. Authorities are asking anyone with information on either shooting to call Crime Stoppers. Homicides and shootings are down in Indy compared to recent years, and the IMPD wants to build on that trend. Department leaders just completed a 6-month policing leadership academy. They say it will help them analyze data differently and question if they are solving the right kind of problems. They also want to use the city's criminal intelligence analysts more often.
I think that we can expand on their role within our everyday as far as helping us know where our cops need to be and when and for what reason.
Anti-violence advocates tell us the ideas are good in theory, but they want to see these plans in action. An officer-involved shooting leads to a car chase through downtown. While officers were working in the area, they heard shots fired near the intersection of East Georgia and South Meridian Street just after 3 a.m. When they arrived, officers found a suspect with a gun. We know an officer fired their weapon, but no one was hit. After that, a vehicle pursuit took place and ended near Northeast Street. 2 people were arrested. No officers or suspects were hurt during this incident. Police are still investigating, and of course, we'll keep you updated on this story as we find out more information. For those who may not know, Spark on the Circle can be thought of as a pop-up park on the northwest side of Monument Circle. It's open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until dusk, and the best part, everything is free. You can check out giant Jenga, checkers, ping pong, foosball, and more right in the heart of downtown Indianapolis. Throughout the summer, there will also be live music, art, and other special events. The hope is to bring people together from all walks of life, whether you call Indianapolis home or you're visiting from out of town. Everyone is welcome.
And it becomes clear that downtown isn't just a place for commerce or for events. It's really a place of community, and Spark brought that together in really wonderful ways.
Folks can experience Spark on the Circle through the beginning of November, and new this year, a modified version will continue through the holidays. Today, kids celebrated Juneteenth early at the Children's Museum. There were several small vendors, live music, and an appearance from a former Miss Indy Juneteenth. Not only did the sold-out jamboree cater to kids, but to folks of all ages. Folks with the museum we spoke to say patrons really took advantage of the opportunity to learn what Juneteenth is all about.
Well, Juneteenth is a massive part of what makes American history America, and I think it's really important that people get to know as much about their history as possible, and that's what we hope to do in an environment like this, which is educational but also a really fun place to learn as well.
Juneteenth became a federally recognized holiday in 2021. June, of course, marks Pride Month, and events have already started. Today, Greenwood held its annual Pride Festival. All Saturday afternoon, people came out to Woodman Park to enjoy tasty food, shop, and participate in a silent auction. Organizers say events like this are a simple way to show support during Pride Month. And it may have been a bit rainy, but the ducks didn't mind. Broad Ripple's favorite festival helped kick off summer today. Thousands of rubber ducks were tossed into the water off of the Monon Trail for the annual Broad Ripple Duck Race. The ducks then raced down the river, with the winner crossing the finish line near the pedestrian bridge on College Avenue. All proceeds from the race go towards the Broad Ripple Village Association's projects for next year.
Oh, that is perfect. I'm glad it rained then. I think you're okay with it as long as it rains for the duckies, of course. But the rain's starting to exit a little bit. I think we might still have a couple spotty showers here and there. But besides that, drier on Sunday, and then we're turning up the heat with some more storm chances. We'll break it all down in my full forecast.
All right, Tyler, thank you. We're back in 90 seconds. Stay with us.